What is going on, Diablo 2 fans? LordZhangFei bringing you a really awesome run today, the Pacifist Uber Tristram run. I have always wanted to see this done. If you don't know, Pacifist is no attacks, no manual casts. Probably wondering, well, how the hell are you going to kill him? We will get into all that throughout the video. Just sit back and relax. And we're going to go ahead and go over the gear first for all 8 characters. We did this 8 character run. First up, we have the 2 paladins, the barbarian and the Sorc. I'll go over the Sorc stuff at the next screen. They are using Last Wish to cast the Fade, couple Crown of Ages, Rising Sun amulet on all the characters for that godly fire absorb. And then they are using the Black Oak Shield for that really good cold absorb. And then they are using the Wandin's Refuge and the Cow King's Hide on the barb, all to cast Static Field. A couple of them have the Nausya's Puzzler for teleport. One of the paladins does have a Medusa's Gaze to go ahead and proc that lower resist. Kind of random boots all around. They all have Wisp and Raven Frost for the rings, for the 2 paladins and the barb. Every character, of course, uses Thunder Gods for that godly extra light res and lightning absorb. And then they do have the Hellmouth glove for the additional fire absorb. These characters really needed to be the tanks of the whole build, excluding the Sorc, of course. We needed to have some guys that could go AFK indefinitely in Uber Tristram, and these characters have no problem with that. I actually left my game going for over 45 minutes and I never died. It's pretty awesome to see. So of course, Torch Annie, he saw the charms. These are the sorceresses. All of them are using Pride. Griswold's Veiler, for of course for that cold absorb. Rising Sun amulet. They have Jeweler's Plates of Nova Shield. Those were very hard to find. Beast Berserker Axe to transform into a bear, with the Dream Troll Nest. We didn't really use those. They kind of turned out to be helpful though. I'll go over that. And then they have Nova boots, rings, and gloves. Every item has a 14% chance to cast level 5 Nova. Of course, like I said, Thunder Gods, all the characters. And then the rings had to have some resistance, some strength. They're all different. Took me a while to find all of this gear. The gloves do have a double stack on that chance to be struck with Frost Nova. Doesn't make that big a difference, but it does kind of slow down the attacks a little bit. Now there is a ton of resistance charms on all of the characters, and that is because we need very specific resistance for this to work. With Rising Sun being about 60 absorb, depending on the level, you really want to take full advantage of that, and the secret is actually having less resistance. If you do crunch a little numbers, it's like an average of I think 120 130 fire damage that goes down in Uber Tristram from the minions. If you're at a full 75% resistance, you are not going to be absorbing all of this 60 that's possible, because you are negating most of that damage with your resistance. So all of the characters have about 30 to 35 fire resistance, and that makes it to where we can fully absorb all of that fire damage and basically go immortal. So we are stacking a ton of thawing and antidote potions on this guy. This guy is going to be the one that sits down there for the longest. Getting this to work was very difficult. Took a lot of messing around, a lot of failed attempts, until I finally realized that the secret was to get Mephisto to spawn a ton of guys. So we're gonna go, lagging a little bit. We're gonna go down there, get everybody in the room. I did edit this video a little bit just for speed things up. So we got everybody else in the room here, as you can see. I'm gonna go down and get Faded, and once we get Faded, we're gonna go ahead and pull Mephisto down right by the fire here and go AFK on these guys. I am personally playing 2 of these characters. I am the barbarian and this paladin, of course. So this is the plan. You go AFK for a little while down here. No chance of dying, so you don't got to worry about all that. And what you want is Mephisto to spawn the burning mages. Now, since we do have a 2% chance to cast Meteor, we are able to actually kill the horror mages and the ice mages in order to continuously get him to spawn more burning mages. Now that is very, very important. So we'll sit here and we'll be back when this is ready.
A few moments later.
All right, there we go. As you see, we have got a ton of burning mages now. I'm actually currently playing the Barbarian. What I'm going to do is I am going to go pull Diablo and Bale into this mix. I have all of the sorceresses waiting outside of the Uber Tristram portal to teleport down here, turn into a bear, and then go AFK. How this works is the sorcerers have a 70% chance to cast Nova, which does 109 through 227 damage, which doesn't sound like a lot, but wait till you see how many times it procs. And then also a 25% chance to cast Firewall. Alright, here we go. Let's get him down here. There is the Q. Sorceresses are going to telestomp down here, transform into bear, and then go AFK. That Firewall from the Pride does 25% chance to cast level 17 Firewall. We have that fully synergized out, and that is a grand total of 6,606 through 6,763 damage on just the Firewall alone, and the ability for it to stack is high. Getting pushed around a little bit. I'm playing two characters, so it's kind of want to make sure that I can just get in the middle. Sometimes Bale moves around. Switch into that Medusa's Gaze real quick. There you have it. Casting that lower resist. We are of course using Conviction. Their resist is in the dumps, and the strategy is very simple. You go get yourself a bag of chips, go to the restroom if you need, or whatever. As you can see, no one is attacking. I specifically had all the sorceresses turned into bears, so there would be no discussion as to whether they were physically casting any spells. You know, you can't cast anything as a bear. Bale is already... Is that the real Bale? Yeah, the Bale's already almost dead. The Firewall is just stacking ridiculous. And this is how it is done, my friends. On top of the Nova and the Firewall, they also have a 5% chance to cast Frost Nova, 5% chance to cast Fist of the Heavens, a 2% chance to cast Meteor. Everybody's at 50% damage reduced. Everyone's absorbing cold, lightning, and fire. The sorceress's skills are max fire resist, fire mastery, lightning mastery, inferno, warmth. Those are the synergies to Firewall. And then 1 point in teleport, and the rest in cold mastery, just because why not, I guess. With the one-ins armor, the paladins do have a 10% chance to cast static field. So that is what's really chunking them down at the start. And the Barbarian is wearing a full Cow Kings, which is a 25% chance to cast level 5 static field. That's how we're able to get him down so low. And then Firewall and Nova just does the rest. This was a very interesting concept, filled with lots of ups and downs. Took me about 2 months to find all the gear, perfect it. But as you see, it is working. Diablo is about to die. We probably beat it 7 or 8 times like this in different manners. I felt this was the best run. Just look at all those Novas. It's absolutely insane. Every ring has got 4, 5, 6 of them. I want to say on average there's probably about a dozen going off per second, which is absolutely bonkers, even if it's only on average 150 damage. There you go. Mephisto died just out of nowhere. And that, my friends, is how you do a pacifist Uber Tristram run. Felt real good to get this under the belt. I dumped a lot of resources into this. Probably went through over 200 burr runes. just with switching out gears, so I'm very thankful this happened. Looks like my buddy Austin got that torch going for it. I want to thank you guys for checking the video out. I got a segment coming up next with some of the highlights from the last couple weeks we've been doing this. So cheers guys, and I will catch you all on the next video. Thank you. And I want to thank everyone that helped me do this. I could never do this by myself. Resources, playing, all the stuff you guys helped me out with. Thank you very much.